Hi, this is Dr. Fab, and I'm coming to you from my neighborhood where I live. And I want to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. It just seems like, many of you are sending me messages through Facebook and Twitter. And by the way, thank you for following me because I want to stay connected with you. Or you send me emails through my website and other channels. And you're talking about New Year's resolutions. And I just want to share with you my own viewpoints on New Year's resolutions. It's amazing that when I look at statistics, that shows that so many people want to have New Year's resolutions. In fact, many of you, the majority of you, want to have new resolutions because you want to move your bodies and you want to exercise. And then you have a percentage of you that your second biggest resolution out there is you want to eat healthy. And then you have a third one that you want to apply yourself more and accomplish things that you didn't get to accomplish the year before. Now, I want you to know that a New Year's resolutions without a plan is just a wish. And many times that's what we do year to year. In fact, I have a good friend of mine that owns one of the biggest gyms and fitness centers in my neighborhood. And he was telling me that every time that they do a promotion, they have so many new memberships coming in January. And then by February, over 50% of them are not working out anymore. By the time May comes, there's only 25% of the individual members that are actually working out on a regular basis. That example I give to you is because it's a perfect example of what's going on out there. What's going on in our own lives is the fact that many of our New Year's resolutions become just wishes. Wishes because we don't bother to think about what's keeping us from doing it. Or perhaps maybe it's a self-esteem issue. Maybe it's the fact that you don't think you're worthy of being healthy, or worthy of looking the best that you've ever looked, or worthy of being successful in your business, or worthy of having that great relationship because you put a plan behind it. You see, a plan is only a way to navigate to. It's to go from point A to point B. It's where you're going to make the turns, where you're going to stop, where you're going to refuel. All of these things is what a plan is. And I want you to, at least, if you're going to set up at least 3 resolutions, which is what I would recommend, don't set up more than 3 because it's very difficult to accomplish more than 3 things at a time. We have studies after studies that says that the average human being can really do 3 good things, 3 things at a time. So identify 3 resolutions that you want. Then I want you to write an action step, at least 3 action steps of things that you can do every day to ensure that that resolution is not going to be just a wish. That's what the plan is. It's the action step. If I say that all of a sudden I want to have more customers, right? And all I say is I want to have more customers, but I don't put an action step every day or how can I attract more customers? How can I send an email to people and invite them to have access to things that I do? Or how can I send a message out there? Or how can I maybe go and give a presentation? Or perhaps be able to do an interview out there that exposes people to my message, to my value. Every single day I have 3 things that I do in order to make sure that every one of my resolutions is going to become a reality. And that's what I want for you. So the formula is very simple. I want you to identify 3 things that you want to accomplish this year. Those are going to be what we call your New Year's resolutions. And then next to them, you're going to put 3 actions that you can do every single day to be able to manifest that. And it has to be every day because it has to become a habit. It has to become a habit that you don't think about. It's got to become effortless. It's got to be something that automatically you know that you're going to do because it's what your value and your priority is at that moment in life. Now, if that resolution changes, I'm okay with that. You can always replace it with something else that becomes more important in your life. But please do not give up on that resolution, or worse yet, ignore it. See, many of us get excited and we love to tell everybody what our New Year resolution is going to be, and then we stop. We stop doing it. And a thought plus an action is what gives you the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling that yes, you can do this, the feeling of recognizing the impact that it's having not only in your life, but in the life of other people. That feeling is what attracts more into our lives. So the formula is very simple. A thought plus an action equals a feeling. And that feeling is what the law of attraction says is how we attract everything in our lives. So I want to make sure that as you have those thoughts and you write them down, those 3 New Year resolutions, and then you put that action step, right? The doing that is so important. 3 action steps for each one of the resolutions that you're going to do every single day. And then pay attention to the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling that now you're feeling healthier, more successful, you're attracting more business, you're attracting better relationships, you're making more money. All of the things that you want, they all can be there for you as long as you pay attention to that feeling. And that feeling is going to keep fueling you to want to do more and do bigger things and bigger things and bigger things. You know, most people do things for the sake of fulfillment. I've learned in my life that I don't do things for the sake of myself. I do things for the sake of others. Because by helping other people attain what they want, that's how I've been able to attain everything I can possibly want. And that's what I want for you. So these New Year resolutions, this year is going to be very different than any other year that you've done, because now you figured out the formula of how to manifest your New Year resolutions. So they're no longer going to be wishes, they're actually going to become reality in your lives. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please continue to follow me, continue to be a part of this YouTube channel, continue to follow me through Facebook, Twitter, and also my webpage. And please take advantage of all the free stuff that I put out there for you, because I want you to take advantage and make your lives the best that they can possibly be. You deserve it. I love you. I'll see you soon.